Hey there, folks, and welcome. This is another reaction to some of my pre-season predictions that I had, and this time is to do with NASCAR. And we're going to have to do this in two different parts because I've got one that is my pre-season predictions, and I've got one that's in season when I predicted the playoff stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into my pre-season predictions.
Hello folks, I wanted this video in with the pre-season Clash of the Coliseum about to get underway. I wanted to do
right
my
before the Clash.
24 predictions of 2024 in the NASCAR Cup Series. So here we go, without any kind of further ado or in no particular order, let's start off.
Love
We'll start
waffling,
off
don't
with some
I?
points about races. Firstly, I don't think the All-Star race will return to North Wilkesboro in 2025.
Okay,
North
it
Wilkesboro
did.
might stay on the calendar, it might become a points-paying race, it might become the Clash. But I think the All-Star race will go elsewhere. Maybe back to intermediate, but I could also foresee it going to another SMI venue. Could also go to something like, I don't know, something like Rockingham if it returns.
Rockingham's on the truck schedule.
The Clash won't return to the Coliseum for 2025, which
that was
is
pretty much rumoured from the start anyway.
Maybe they decide to go, we've got the new Auto Club coming in, we could just go there instead.
Oh,
the Auto Club is done in time.
It was Bowman Gray in the end.
And in a similar vein, when it comes to courses, I think at least one road course will drop off the calendar. If not, Cota, maybe. I think the most likely thing is Chicago Street Course. I guess technically it's a street course, but for me, I'm counting it as a road course. I think the Roval was just too popular, really.
There are more calls to drop the Roval, though. I didn't expect the Roval to change in season.
Races will lose a race just because of the amount of demand of venues going in. So, I don't know, maybe the Bristol night race and the Bristol spring race don't really
have
that much of a success, and so the spring race gets replaced by something else. And I think that at least one race from the playoffs this season will move out of the playoffs. Now,
that was pretty much guaranteed to happen anyway.
Glen, because, of course, the Sun 500 is the season closer because of the stuff with the Olympics, which means that the Daytona summer race, the 400, is not the regular season closer anymore.
I think it's gone back to that, hasn't it, for 25.
Back out of it. But, yeah, I think at least one switch will happen there. As for teams, this is another quick fire thing. Two teams, I think, will sell at least one of their charters, if not
so I'm going to say I got myself that because Rick Ware leased out on their charters, but also
one
SHR.
One existing team will pick up a further charter. The same kind of way as 2311. I know Denny Hamlin has suggested this before. It also suggests that perhaps we could see a new team. Maybe the idea that JRM could step up.
Yeah.
And I
think JRM,
in addition to this, Chevy will lose one team. I don't know if they're going to go across to Toyota like Legacy have, or if they'll go across to Ford.
At least not yet.
I think Chevy will lose one team.
It's a bit late to announce that.
And then, in terms of drivers, I think two cars will have part-time drivers in addition to what we've seen this season.
Swapped around, didn't it? Because the Dinger's gone back full-time.
One Cup Series driver this season, they'll get suspended. Two last season. Or no. Well, we had two that was suspended until past the end of the season. Of course, Chase Elliott's got suspension as well. Here's some predictions now for the playoffs. I reckon the 16th seed will make the round of 8. But Wallace got to round of 12. Nearly made it to round of 8 last season. I think somebody will do that.
That was Truex, wasn't
it? Win their way in. I reckon as well the top seed will be eliminated in the round of 12. Truex really struggled by last season, and even though he was the top seed, I think
or Larson,
we could see something similar happen to the top seed this time around, especially with someone who won a bunch of races, and then
I guess technically Reddick is regular season champion,
they're injured, and so they're out. I'm going to make a prediction I did last year, which is that all three manufacturers make the championship.
They did.
But I'm also going to predict that Hendrick won't have two cars in the championship.
They've already had
I think I made a prediction last year. And of course, Byron and Larson made it.
They've already had none in the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to predict. I also predict that two of last year's championship four will be back this year. So, hedge my bets. So if it was the case that Byron and Larson got back in again this season,
the owner's round of 8 being different to the drivers one.
Right.
I'm going to give myself that one because Nagano was originally.
The owner's round of 8 will be different to the driver's round of 8.
So I've got these two in the wrong order.
I mean, the 9 got into the.
The 22 was in before Bowman got disqualified. I'm going to give myself that one.
The year before it was the 45, is it? Got in, and that's why.
And the reason why is I see what this next one's about to be.
I also think that Ty Gibbs will make the round of 12.
Nope.
I think he'll get his first cup win.
Nope.
I think Josh Berry, the rookie, will make the playoffs. He could point his way in.
He
That
did
Ford
do well,
dark
though.
horse might be a dark horse, actually. I reckon each Toyota team will make the playoffs, as in one for Legacy, one for 2311, one for JGR.
Okay, this one I was riding high off of stock from like the Iceberg and Eric Estep, who I tuned into quite a bit. Who were like, "Oh yeah, Legacy are going to do really well." The JGR data seems to have really been helpful for 2311 there.
That'll be in the round of 16 at least. I reckon one non-chartered car win a race, not necessarily SVG, but you could easily see Jimmy
SVG
Johnson
nearly did.
get that next race.
Again, I was going so
it'll be race
high
84, wouldn't it? It'll be win 84 in car 84.
on the Legacy stock.
I think two people will graduate from the trucks to Cup full time, a bit like
No.
what we've seen with the likes of Carson Hocevar. I reckon the Xfinity champion won't have a full time Cup drive next season.
That's right, all
I
guys
reckon
staying
that
with
at least one
JRM.
will start a Cup race in 24.
Nope.
Could be Haley Deegan, could be Tony. Is it Breidinger? And I reckon at least one champion will announce their retirement from full-time Cup. Now, it can be
Truex.
somebody who's currently active. It could also be somebody who's not.
So out of those, I got 11 correct and 13 wrong. And now we get into the fun bit, which is my playoff predictions. Oh boy.
So that is that I have got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's skip ahead.
My predictions then for the playoffs. I reckon out in the round of 16, Alex Bowman, Austin Burton, Austin Cindric, and Daniel Suarez.
Well, Burton I got right.
12, Chase Briscoe.
Got that
William
one right.
Byron,
Nope.
Ty Gibbs, and
Nope.
Joey Logano.
I put... Yeah.
Out in the round of 8, Chase Elliott,
Yep.
Denny Hamlin,
Yep.
Brad Keselowski,
Nope.
Martin Truex.
No.
Then in Championship 4, I think Carl Larson will pick up the title. That's going to be my
Oh, he didn't even make the
predictions.
4.
See how that plays up in about, what, 2 months' time? But it's going to be a fun final 9-10 weeks. Thanks for watching, everyone.
And I will thank you for watching this one in just a moment. But in case you didn't pick that up, I got 6 predictions correct for the playoffs, which was Burton out in the round of 16, Briscoe in the round of 12, Elliott happened in the round of 8, and then that Reddick and Blaney would make the championship 4. Now, Larson just didn't have the great round of 8. Bell obviously had what he had. I could have ended up seeing it switch around a little bit, but my god, yeah. Logano and Byron both out in the round of 12. That is an almightily hot take. Oh boy. So in the end, out of my 24 predictions, I got 11. Out of my 17 playoff predictions, I got 6. NASCAR, I think, was my best one for 2023. And given that I kind of did the double or nothing for 2024, anyways, thank you so much for watching and joining. And I hope to see you around soon because I'll be doing some more of these. I can't remember which order this is coming out in, but these are being peppered over kind of January and February. So until next time, bye for now.